Well, thank you everybody for stopping by. I do appreciate you guys checking out the stream here. I am host of a Merfolk Podcast. You can find all the information. There's social media tabs up there, but you can also click the buttons below. And this is serviceable. I like this actually. So we're going to go ahead and keep. Our opponent's playing first. All right, there's a Celestial Colonnade. Let's get a Spreading Seas out here. Leading with a basic island. Search. I wonder if this is a blue-white control list or if this is a... there's Master Waves. Oh. Blue. So Cavernous Souls is super important in this matchup. Basically, we don't want our opponent's creatures or counter spells to interact with us too much. Let's see if this is Jeskai or if this is just blue-white. If it's blue-white, then I'm fine with this matchup. If it's Jeskai, we'll definitely have to be careful. Oh, Pitch of Plains, yeah. Those are interesting basics. There's Ghost Quarter. He's probably gonna hit our cavern there. Well, not yet. Okay, they're probably gonna click themselves. Yep, they... That's very weird. I've pretty much only ever seen... I mean, we didn't have the counterspell for it, so... Wonder what they're gonna get rid of. Did they not get rid of anything? They did not get rid of anything. Huh. Actually, let me draw 0 card. Okay, so yeah, he just looked. Okay, that's interesting. Let's just go ahead and pass the turn here. Because we want to get to the point where we have, I guess, getting down Harbinger is kind of what we like here, but that doesn't keep up Spell Pierce. Yeah, let's just do it now. Reckless Tempest, thank you so much for following. That is super cool of you. Appreciate the follow. And we're just gonna pass the turn here because we want to get that density of blips. I mean, this play doesn't allow for us to keep up. Okay, well, Celestial Colonnade doesn't allow us to keep up Spell Pierce mana, but that's fine. Hopefully we can get another blue source here soon. I mean, if he wants to Ghost Quarter, that's weird. Well, I guess he's fine with it now because there's an island. Okay, well, he knows that we can't stop it, so I wonder if he's gonna get rid of our island. Keep us off that extra blue. But yeah, Reckless Tempest, thank you so much for following us, and we do appreciate it. And check out the podcast if you're interested in Merfolk content. We make a weekly podcast. It's fun. So we want as many blue sources down as we can get. Oh, it's because it's legendary. He just legend bombed himself. I mean, do we just dismember this thing? Yeah, we need to start getting in damage. And our life total doesn't really matter against this because he's waiting until his... Yeah, hey, what's up, Mike? Yeah, I still don't have a, what's it called? I don't have, MTG bot going yet, but I'll figure that out one day. How was your, F&M? Let's force him to mean it. How bad does he want the serum visions? Well, apparently badly enough that he'd pay 2. Okay. 0-2 drop. Oh no. What did you end up playing? Same deck? Oh, okay. That's the red deck, right? The standard deck? Oof, do we go for it? I think we do. Alright, now we got some power here. Blue. Oh, he meant white. He's gonna path it. That's fine. Yeah, we're gonna get an island here. That's fine. We're still gonna hit him for 4 here. Yeah, Flame of Keld, yeah. Well, how was your Friday besides dropping out of F&M? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's almost there. He can turn it on this turn, basically. Well, there's Field of Ruin. I wouldn't be surprised if we started seeing him, you know, pelt our things here pretty soon. Oh, he's doing it on our upkeep, so we can't. That's fine. At least we get a basic and you know, for our treble. That's awesome. Huh. So we could actually get lots of beats down if we don't do the Mastro Waves. So let's go ahead and do this first. I mean, he already knows the Mastro Waves is there. Yeah, it's always awesome to help out a new player. Alright, so we can actually activate both of these Mutavaults and have Spell Pierce mana up. This is delicious. He definitely doesn't have settle mana, so that's... Yeah, it's always good to help out new players, for sure. I mean, you win out in the long run. Definitely. So I feel like he's baiting it, but I'd rather force him to tap out. because we're still gonna hit him for 2, 4, 6, 8. It's just not making it so he takes 10. Yeah, that's fine. We'll still get a basic. Yes, we do. Why, yes. I've always found blue-white control to be just a little too slow for Merfolk. Jeskai control has more removal, so you know, that's definitely a lot better for them. But I mean, right now basically he has to have I mean, maybe he has the Wrath of God. But even if he has Wrath, like, we just play Master Waves and we got 2 bodies again, and we're, you know, he's in danger of dying. So it's not like we're out of the water, you know. Yeah, there's Wrath, I think. 5 mana. Oh, Terminus. Okay, that's fine. Actually, if we draw a Lord, that's what we want here. So let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, and that pumps the Mutavault because it's also an elemental. Sweet. That is super cool. We got him down to 1, boys and ladies. Is it another Terminus? Oh, Teferi. Okay. Let's see what our opponent gets off of the Teferi. He's probably just gonna draw and go. He still won't have Settle mana. He'll have Wrath mana, but he won't be able to cast it. So just right now, he's probably just making us play it out. Okay. Float the mana. Of course, we'll use Ghost Quarter's ability. I mean, he's already dead, basically. Okay, that's... Oh, but he's basically making that one die. So we also don't see that, Sure. Well, be safe, Mike. Don't do anything crazy, okay? Alright, so opponent's got Snapcaster's probably gonna snap Terminus. Oh, snap Path. Gonna path the Master. He's just getting all our basics out for us. We will definitely use that ability. I like how the elemental tokens stay on the battlefield. He's gonna Serum Visions. We might just not have quite gotten there, unfortunately. And tap some lands. Ugh. We've got a vial down here. But we basically drew a second vial, which is never good. Alright, well, he got Supreme Verdict, so we're just gonna concede this one. Actually, I mean, we pretty much know what's in the deck. Alright, so what we need out of the sideboard here is we need Deprives. And we need them bad. We just did not see our lords there. I would say Probably that Master of Waves doesn't do a whole lot in this matchup. Still susceptible to path and just is kind of slow. I'd say Rejury is too slow too. We definitely want to Rejury and Dismember. Let's bring in Relics too. That'll help us draw cards on top of just getting rid of snap targets. But Deprive is such a huge card against this deck. It's just a hard counter, just shuts it off completely. Let's see what our opponent's kind of waiting on here. And I don't see really the need to bring in Tech Edges. I mean, we have Spreading Seas, so we just didn't hit Spreading Seas really at all. One thing that I did kind of make the mistake of was just kind of overcommitting. I mean, we had the lands, we could have just kind of held up more creatures and it kept attacking them slower. And that's definitely something that we should take into consideration for these next two games, because it will go to game 3. Oh, you went 4-1 with Merfolk? That's awesome. Sweet. I'm glad the list performed for you. Merfolk is definitely a fun deck for sure. We're just waiting on our opponent here. Yeah, I would like to play first. Ooh, this is super slow. But it is just Lord dot hand, so if we can play him. We got 3 Masks of the Pearl Tridents, Fairy Conclave, Mutavault, Silvergill Adept, and a Spell Pierce. Oh, sweet. Thanks for the bits, Mike. 69. Nice. 69. That means you get the little number 1. You're number 1. That's awesome. Alright, we're going to start with the Fairy Conclave and pass the turn. Tapped Hallowed Fountain for our opponent. There's Mutavault. Let's go ahead and get some Silvergill going. Nice. Yeah, let's reveal a Mass of the Pearl Trident. If they look at our hand, they're going to be so disappointed. Oh man, we need to hit another blue source or a vial. Well, another blue source would be preferable. Ugh. Woof. Okay, well, let's get in there. Get in there for 2. Oh man, all you Harbingers. It's not good. Alright, let's Spell Pierce that, because they don't have the mana to pay for it. Got a spicy deck. I would love to hear about it. I love spicy things. Romeo, I do like... Oh, the Spreading Seas. That is the best, actually. I am really liking Spreading Seas, actually. Spreading Seas has been super good. And actually, maybe that wasn't the play. Maybe doing the Hallowed Fountain was the play. Well, whatever. YOLO. Fairy Conclave has been really good against control decks like this, that basically just, kind of take over in the long run with playing timely reinforcements. Alright, cool. Alright, there's our Lord. Let's get some Lord action going. Just kind of go past his 1/1s. Yeah, it definitely gums up board stalls and kind of eats away at it eats up the removal. So like if they use their removal on your man lands, then good. Like they wasted their removal on your man lands and not on your not on your actual creatures. And if they use up the removal on your creatures, then that's fine because you have man lands to kind of take their place and just kind of swing in. So it's just super good. Like they just kind of eat up decks like this, really. We did get tough breaks and we got, there's Jace. That's fine. I'm not scared of Jace. Jace has lots of things, but I mean at this point, okay. Now, I mean, if we had Deprive up, sure, like we would definitely stop it, but I ain't scared. Red-White Starfield of Nyx. That is some spice for sure. Okay, well there's Vile. So I think what we do here is we still attack in. We just leave the Lord back. Just attack with these two here, the Mega Vault and the Silvergill. Trickster. Oh, and we don't have the Deprive mana. Maybe we should have just attacked. That's fine. This gets us another blue source, which I'm fine with. I'm wondering if well, I think that Trickster is good for that. Like, Trickster is definitely good for making the deck more of a tempo deck instead of like just a straight up aggro deck. So technically we board wiped him. I don't think that Water Trap Weaver is worth its cost. Like 3 mana is definitely expensive, and I mean even I've gone down to 2 Regeries that personally, just because I think that those he doesn't have Vigilance though. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna play this and we're gonna pass the turn, because basically this Lyra Dawnbringer, we can either Trickster it or we can deprive something that they're gonna try and attack us with. I do run a playset of Tricksters though. I'm definitely a big fan of Tricksters. So we're just gonna go ahead and pass the turn. And we already have a stop at the beginning of our opponent's begin combat phase and their attack phase. So if our opponent does get a little randy and try to attack us, then we'll be okay. We actually had an episode about it on our podcast. So episode 24, I think. Yes, Full Master Waves. We did have an episode where we talked about it. And what is this guy's ultimate anyway? Excel turn, shoves their hand into their library. Okay. Yeah, he can scry. Yeah, Tricksters are straight gas. Like, I don't see why you would never run full tricksters. Tricksters is what we need to see in Merfolk, really. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to flash in Merfolk Trickster, and barring a counterspell, we are just gonna tap down the Slayer Dawnbringer. Yeah, definitely giving him the blue off Field of Ruin was not good. Cryptic, yep, there we go. We might be at a loss here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thanks, Romeo. Appreciate it. Yeah, we did a full episode on Fairy Conclave, and we kind of discussed the pros and cons about it in a little bit more depth than we can do here. But yes, Blue Spell Pierce is spicy. Oh, thanks, Mike. Well, we try to be, anyways. We're definitely going to bounce this back to our opponent's hand. Because we need to start... Yep, we need to start... We can't let our opponent keep gaining life like this. And we're just going to pass the turn here. Well, we can Spell Pierce to make them use up the last of their mana, for sure. Well, at least the Field of Ruins. They're not gonna... And maybe that's not correct, but that's fine. We did talk about blue-green. It was a while ago. It was not anytime recently. We'll probably have to revisit it and just kind of discuss it again. We might play a few games after this if we get a few more viewers in here and my energy's still high. Let's see here. Yeah, it's almost 11. It's not too late. Yeah, like I said, it was pretty early on. It was like right after Rivals that we talked about it. Monkey Around episode 2. So basically Monkeying Around is kind of like an alternative podcast that we're gonna have around, and we're gonna try and get bigger people in the Magic community. I've been in talks with a few people to try and get some maybe a little bit higher prolific Magic people involved. No bites yet, but we're still gonna try and maybe get some other higher up YouTubers in on it, and it'll be fun. We've got some good plans for it for sure. It'll definitely be something where when we get bigger guests on the show, then what we'll do is we'll have them do an episode of Monkeying Around on top of the regular episode. I mean, Spell Pierce mana is irrelevant now, but getting in damage isn't irrelevant. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've just lost this game here. Yeah, it'll be like Ravnica will definitely be a set that we would have to we'll have to see what Ravnica adds to see if it makes it a little bit more viable. It would be super cool because, I mean, we're obviously getting the Simic, and I don't remember which set we're going to get those ones in, if we get them in the first one or not, but it'll definitely be interesting for sure. I'm really hoping for something cool. Oh, the, yeah. Oh, yep. Now we're gonna get our faces beat in. Yeah, I think Monkeying Around is probably the episode that I've gotten the most favorite, you know, people saying, like, that was good, you know. Yeah, let's just go on to the next game. We are not anywhere near winning here.